안녕하세요. Hello. Wie geht's? Ni hao ma? Bonjour. All the languages in the world. Let's go. So, how to know that a space is demonically oppressed or it has an oppressive force in that room, in that space, in the rooms. So, sign number one, there will be a heaviness in the room or rooms. This can present as a tightness in your chest, the sudden urge to regurgitate, a nauseous sick feeling. This is if you are spiritually sensitive, as some people may not pick up on this. For people who are picking up on this in a subconscious way, you may feel this via your emotions. So you might randomly get sad, randomly get angry, just when you walk into a space. It could be that there's an oppressive force, especially if you've checked with yourself and you know that everything's okay. There's a chance that there's an oppressive force. So let's continue. So number two, a feeling behind your neck, a warmth. So this is going to be in between your trapezius muscles and your occipital. You're going to feel a type of warmth behind your neck. It's like a heat. It's hard to describe. It's just kind of weird. It's something that's happening more energetically. So number three, you're going to feel shivers regardless of temperature. Doesn't matter if you're cold or warm or whatever. You're going to feel the need to like shiver. Your neck might twitch a little. Yeah, because your body is having a physical response to the oppressive force in the room. So number four, this is signs that like physically around you. So you can look for these clues in their space. There are items of idolatry or items of witchcraft in the area. This could be symbols, music, images, statues, or even people who carry entities or an entity with them. So the person who's always practicing tarot cards, or the person who is always pendulum swinging, or the person who's always like chanting those mantras or things like that. I know it might be hard to believe, but demons have been observing humanity for a very long time. So yeah, these items are not to be tampered with, and they are not games. And I'm speaking as somebody who was agnostic before, by the way. Like, I never used to be Christian, so I understand your perspective that these things may just be cultural items, but they're not just cultural items. They're not just trends. Number five. So the other physical sign that there could be a demonic or oppressive force in the room is you're gonna see lights flickering or electronics glitching, malfunction, kind of like in the early 2000s with those old computers and old TV screens. If you were to take a magnet and place it like right in front of it or on the side, you'd see that the screen would kind of like distort, like there would be a distortion of color. Well, just imagine that, but times 10. So I remember when I was studying web design, this is when I used to practice witchcraft and when I was going through demonic oppression at the same time, but it's a weird story. But anyways, when I was studying web design, there were computers that would just randomly malfunction and I wouldn't do anything to it. Like the screen would just start glitching out. And that's literally because I was carrying a demonic energy and I was being demonically oppressed and attacked. And yeah, oppression may not always feel like oppression, by the way. Just a heads up for those of you still practicing witchcraft. But yeah, if you don't like this video, feel free to click off. I'm not here to offend anybody. I'm just here to help people who are experiencing the same thing and want it to stop. So how to make it stop? First thing is you need to throw away, get rid of items that have to do with occult practices. So for example, if you are somebody who idolizes crystals, get rid of the crystals. Somebody who doesn't idolize crystals and it's just an item to them, they may not have to throw it away because to them it's just a rock. If you have a book, for example, about witchcraft, or you have tarot cards, you have like a poster that has Baphomet literally planted on it, well, might want to get rid of it. Just an idea. Okay. The second one. So examine your life. Actually, my intuition is saying go back to the occult practices and occult items. Music also. Movies. Certain incense. Like for example, when I was practicing witchcraft, I would go to a shop And in that shop, you could buy like witchy incense, certain candles, like some people are doing candle magic, things like that. Okay, my intuition is say, yeah, you could move on now. So number two, examine your life and ask God for forgiveness. Even if you don't believe in God, you need to repent from the mistakes that you've made. And if you're practicing witchcraft, it might be difficult because you might have pride still. But as a human, I guarantee you, not one of us is perfect. And it's okay to ask for forgiveness if you know that you did something wrong. If you know there's something that you should stop doing, it's okay to ask God for forgiveness, even if you're not sure that He even exists, and just see what happens. If you come from a place of sincerity, just watch what happens. Because I remember my story and it worked. And I had somebody in the background praying for me too. We're going to go down to that later. So anyway, cut off anyone in your life who is toxic and who encourages you to stay in toxic patterns, whether that's going into habits that are unhealthy, bringing you into spaces that are unhealthy, leading you to sin, leading you to lust, leading you to things that are not good for your mind, body, and spirit, for your soul. Cut those people out of your life, because there's a high chance, not always, but the spirit realm can also send people into your life. So just the way that God can send people into His children's life to guide them in their life decisions, to help, like, I have stories, but anyways, the same way God can do that is the same way that Satan and demons can do that. And if you don't believe in these things, it's up to you, but people can be sent into your life to wreak havoc. So you need to cut them out. Some people are, I don't want to call them portals, but they're kind of like empty vessels. I might talk about that again in another thing. But yeah, so cut them out of your life. Number 4, worship music helps. Like, for example, before I became Christian, I used to play this song called Dies Irae. It was a Gregorian chant. And for some reason, when I had insomnia, when I was going through demonic oppression, which I didn't call it that at the time, but that's what it was, I would play these songs, and it was the only song I would play, actually, Dies Irae. It was a Gregorian chant. And like, it really, I was just able to sleep after that. And now, like, whenever I'm sad or something, I just blast worship music, and it helps a lot. Like, starting my day with worship music is really great. And there's different types of worship music too. So anyways, long story short, but music that mentions Jesus Christ and mentions God and has that kind of energy attached to it can help bring you peace. Prayer also helps. So like I said, prayer helps. And the last one, focus on a habit or something productive. Because the last thing that these oppressive forces want you to do is anything that's going to move you forward in life, anything that's going to have a positive impact on your mind, body, and spirit and soul. So don't just stay in your corner crying. Don't just keep ruminating on these negative things. Go do something positive. If you have a hobby, if you have something you should be doing that's productive, go do it. For example, with me, some Christians say that fasting is good. I'm not going to recommend or not recommend it. I'm just going to say that when I was going through demonic oppression, at some point, I was painting nonstop. Like, I was painting nonstop, always painting, always drawing, painting, drawing obsessively. But it was really beautiful. It wasn't even obsessive. It was just like something I would do to clear my mind and just to like feel calm again. And I would just do this, like, I would feel so at peace, and I wouldn't eat for like the whole time that I'm doing it. And some may call that fasting, some may not, but I know that that really helped me a lot to get over the demonic oppression that I was experiencing. I used to call them like psychic attacks, like spiritual attacks, but it could also be seen as demonic oppression as well. So I hope this video helps. Again, if you don't believe in this kind of stuff, that's okay. But this is for those who are picking up on these bad vibes and you just want to clear it out from your life. This is what helped me personally from a very tangible perspective, because I actually lived it. This helped me a lot. So I hope it helps somebody out there. Oh, and also, there's actually a passage. I want you to look up Psalms 91:4. Psalms 91:4. End of recording. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Notwithstanding, in this rejoice not, that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice, because your names are written in heaven.